In this episode, we are going to learn everything about sole proprietorship. First, let's look at the content of this episode. Sole proprietorship. Characteristics of sole proprietorship. Advantages of sole proprietorship. Disadvantages of sole proprietorship. Registration of a sole proprietorship. Steps to be followed for registration. Documents needed for registration. Advantages of registering the business name. Sole proprietorship. Businesses owned by an individual are known as sole proprietorship. This is the most common type of business organization in almost all the countries in the world. This type of business organization is common because it is easy to commence, requires only a small amount of capital, and can take independent decisions. The success of this business depends on the skills and dedication of its owner. Characteristics of sole proprietorship. The following characteristics can be seen in sole proprietorship. Capital is provided by a single person who is the owner. The owner is required to find the necessary capital for the business individually. Savings or borrowed funds by the owner can be invested as the capital to the business. Profits or losses to be borne alone. All the profits earned by a sole proprietorship belong to the owner. Also, if there is a loss, the owner should bear it alone. Unlimited liability of the owner. In a sole proprietorship, the owner's liability is unlimited. Accordingly, the liability is not limited only for the capital that had been invested. In order to settle liabilities of the business, the owner might require to use his properties external to the business, and there is no limit for such commitment. No legal personality. A sole proprietorship cannot conduct any legal operations by its business name. It can do so only by the personal name of the owner. For example, entering into contracts, purchase of vehicles, obtaining bank loan, filing cases should be done in the personal name of the owner. No continued existence, due to such reasons as the death of the owner, being mentally unsound to conduct the business, etc. The business operations of a sole proprietorship will be discontinued. Not mandatory to register. In general, it is not mandatory to register a sole proprietorship. In addition to the above-mentioned characteristics, there are some other characteristics of a sole proprietorship, such as the ability to take decisions alone. Controlling is done by the owner, and owner has the opportunity to discontinue the business at any time he requires. Advantages of sole proprietorship businesses. Sole proprietorships have following main advantages compared to other types of business organizations. Convenient to start, since the legal requirements are minimal and the cost of establishing is low compared to other business organizations. It is easy to commence a sole proprietorship. All the profits belong to the owner. All the profits earned by a sole proprietorship are enjoyed solely by the owner. Privacy of the business information is secured. Since all the management and administrative activities of a sole proprietorship are usually done by its owner, it is less likely that the business information to be transmitted to external parties. Ability to use own skills at the best. Since all benefits accrue to himself, the owner renders his skills and dedication at his best to achieve the growth of the business. Independent decision making. The owner can take decisions quickly, since all the decisions regarding the business are taken by its owner himself. Disadvantages of sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorships have following main disadvantages compared to other business organizations. Unlimited liability of the owner. The owner is personally liable for all the debts of the business. If the level of debt is higher than the value of all the assets of the business, the owner must sacrifice even his private properties to pay off debts. Difficulties in raising capital. The financial strength of an individual is limited. In addition, it is difficult to raise capital from external parties such as banks, due to the higher level of risk involved in sole proprietorships and due to the unlimited liability of its owner. No continuous existence. The business operations of a sole proprietorship could be discontinued due to the death of its owner or owner being mentally incapable. No legal personality. A sole proprietorship does not have a legal personality. Therefore, all the legal activities of the business have to be conducted under the personal name of its owner. Individual decisions of the owner can be unsuccessful. There is a possibility that the individual decisions taken based only on the knowledge and experience of an individual can become unsuccessful compared to collective decisions. Registration of a sole proprietorship. If a sole proprietorship is conducted in a different name other than the full name of its owner, it is mandatory to register the name of the business. Example, if Dwayne Johnson conducts his business under the name of Dwayne Stores, the business name is required to be registered. This is only a registration of the business name and hence will not provide a legal personality for the business. Legal procedure of registering a sole proprietorship. If a sole proprietorship is conducted in a name other than the full name of its owner, it is required to register. Registrar of the respective provincial council is the authorized officer to register business names. The application form required for the registration can be collected from the office of the divisional secretariat. The registration fee will be determined by the respective provincial council within the authority given to them. Further, it is required to submit an application to register the business name within 14 days of commencing a sole proprietorship. Advantages of registering the business name. The following advantages can be achieved by registering the business name of a sole proprietorship. Provides an identity and recognition. A business can be separately identified from other businesses by using the business name. Provides an ownership of the business name. Since the business name is registered under the name of the owner, this ensures the ownership of the business name. Provides a qualification to obtain incentives given by the government. The government provides various incentives for the businesses. The registered businesses will be given the priority when giving such facilities. Easy to obtain loans. Since there is a higher trust on businesses that have registered their business names, lenders prefer to supply loans to such businesses. Hey guys, warmly welcome you all. I hope you enjoy the video. I am creating videos about film and business knowledge. If you are interested in these areas, please join me. Thanks for watching this video. We will meet in another video and please subscribe or follow me. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to leave feedback in the comments section.